program a little bit. Good job on using the loop. That definitely will reduce the steps. Yes, you are supposed to reset the gyro when you start, so this is the right step. It would be better if you were to pause it for around 0.1 seconds. So every time you use a reset gyro button, it's always better to pause it. That way the robot knows what to do, and it just pauses and takes a breath before it moves to the next step. uh, this step is perfectly right. You're moving in the right speed, it's going straight, and it's going to go for 2.27 rotations, so that's going to be 40 centimeters. So good job on calculating your circumference and using this in the right way. Of course, you do need to pause it, so that's the right step, and it's okay to pause the robot. I would have used a little bit less step, like maybe 0.1 seconds. So overall, you're not wasting too much time on the total program time. Now here it's where it gets a little bit confusing. If you want to get it to the right, so you're going to move the robot in the clockwise direction. This is right. Positive 100 means it turns to the right. This speed is too fast. This is going to create a lot of gyro lag. So if it's going positive 120, it might go to 130 or 135. So I would be a little slow on that. So maybe a speed of 30 would be great. This step again makes it more confusing because on one point you're moving to the right, and here you're using an angle less than or equal to minus 120 degrees. The robot is not going to find it because it's moving to the right, and it keeps the positive angles keep adding up and up. It's never going to reach a negative angle. So what you need to actually do is you need to use positive 120, so the robot is moving to the right at the speed of, so you keep the motors on perfectly right, turn it to the right at the speed of 30, and this goes on. The motors keep turning the robot to the right till an angle of more than or equal to 120 is reached. Perfect. Then what do? You need to stop it just like you did here. We're going to stop the robot. So the robot is stopped now, and now you want to, so this, now you've gone, let's say the robot has moved to the angle of 125. You want to get it back to 120. So how do you do that? So you do the same thing, these three steps that you've done, in the opposite direction. So let me just place these blocks here. Let me move the program to the right. So now we're going to change it. So so now that it has moved to the right, we want to move it to the left. So we just do minus 100. You want to move it at a little bit slower speed because you don't want to create the same amount of gyro lag. So you do a speed of 5. And then now you're going to do equal to 120 degrees. So the angle would be at around maybe 125. Now you're telling the robot, okay, you moved to the right too much at 125. I want you to move back to 120 degrees. So that's great. So now you have a robot that's going straight, takes a turn, makes an inner angle of 60 degrees by creating an outer angle of 120 degrees, and then it stops. The loop is fine, but why have you done infinite? This is going to make the robot go infinitely times without stopping it. You're creating a triangle. So you're going to do count, and you're going to count till 3 times. So think about it. Your robot is moving first straight for 40 centimeters, turn to the right, and then it stops after it creates an angle of 120 degrees. Then it does it for the second time, moves 40 centimeters, turns to the right, and then it does to the third time, doing the same thing. And then it comes exactly at the same position it started. So this is what you're going to do. Now, I have helped you out completely in doing the um, program in the clockwise direction. Now, you are supposed to create both clockwise and anti-clockwise direction. Can you send me the program tomorrow, or at least before we meet, the program that makes the robot go in the counterclockwise direction? That'll help me understand whether you have understood the gyro completely. So please, can you do that? Thank you.